King Groot, as well as many other champions, SP1s are whiffing. New champion buffs confirmed for November. Are the new style objectives working fine? And is ability accuracy and ability accuracy reduction causing all manner of issues for this game? Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions News show for Monday. Hope you're doing well. It's a new week, we're energized, we're feeling good. Also, just a little bit of a reminder, 53.2% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. Please consider subscribing. And please consider doing that because we are really close to hitting 59,000 subscribers, just that close. And as well, every new subscriber means that my beard grows back. See from the video that was recorded there to like where it is here, it's growing back. Every new subscriber means a little bit of hair growth. It doesn't, but I'd like to create a little bit of mysticism and wonder in the world still. But now one thing we must do is give thanks. Thank you to those that support the channel as a Patreon and as well as a YouTube member. You're on screen right now. Appreciate you and much love as always. Also, those that support over on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. So I've got a Twitch channel where I do a lot of live streaming, and there I'll play Marvel Contest of Champions. But also, I want to give some thanks. Thanks to those who've got Amazon Prime. I want to give a free Twitch sub. You can do to myself. Thank you. And also those that give tier 1 subs, tier 2 subs, bits and donations, as I said, massively helps keeping the channel going through these hard times. Appreciate you. So let's kick off the show by talking about objectives. I've seen a few people comment on the extent of like how these objectives now have switched, and as a lot of you know that follow the channel, we have done an up-to-date spreadsheet which looks like this, which I'm just about getting it up to date. There will come a point where a lot of these ones that I've put down going down into the late teens and 20s will end up coming to fruition based on, as I said, like a video which Kabam posted. Now, this means that we need to be careful about who we're battling and where we're battling to. There are multiple threads kind of like talking about some issues with battling a particular synergy, because at the moment the one in game reads as: use anti-venom to win fights against champions who share a synergy with anti-venom. So just by clicking on anti-venom, you can see Green Goblin, and you've got Agent Venom, then you've got Venom the Dark, Venom Pool, and Spidey Symbiotes. And just battling against these, I mean, you can do it like this. It just depends, like, if you have these champions, great. And that's why I'm going to be doing a video later on, but in a nutshell, the explanation of that video was going to be like, right, if you don't have the 2 stars, because let's face it, you're using a 3-star, so let's be very clear on that. You're using a 2-star to go, oh, right, let's find a Green Goblin. Green Goblin. Do I have Green Goblin? Probably not. And by the time you end up like searching, just like, oh, where the hell is it? Yes, I did scroll through and see Agent Venom, but it's just a point of saying, like, if you don't have some of these champions, then it does become a problem. So, you know, there's Agent Venom there. We then can go and do some practice. We then take the 3-star. We go 3-star, boom, boom, and grab the anti-venom there, and then we go into the fight. And hopefully this gives an objective. But I have seen, the reason that we brought up this thread is because some players have said that they have like had issues against some of the interactions, which we're going to go and talk about in a second. But let's just get this done. There we go. And we have to see, does the objective give us 1 on it? It does. Okay, cool. And it looks like it also gets us the Clintar Rage as well. So it's kind of like a double whammy right there with that. We're doing that. We do Clintar Rage and also one of the synergies. So it does seem like it's working as intended. But, you know, just to note, there have been people that have said that they've seen issues with other champions, I think it is, and it not registering. Maybe something's gone on there. We're yet to see anything in particular. Also, for those interested, this spreadsheet is available on the Discord. The RichTheMan Discord link is in the description. I'll try and put it in a community tab or some kind of like link to it, or maybe just an image and update the image on the community tab for those that don't want to do the Discord or as well don't have the spreadsheet to hand. I'll create a JPEG or something. I'll sort your head. Okay, now moving on to Act 7.3 and general scuff. Okay, so there's been a lot over the last week of ability accuracy and ability accuracy reduction. Now, I'm not going to go too much into the 7.3.6 Kang boss and how that interacts with stuff and the kind of the mind effery which goes on with that, where I just kind of think like, dude, come on, like what are you doing half the time with some of these nodes, these interactions, these champions, the way that nodes kind of amplify things with champions and completely skew things up. Well, the situation when it comes to ability accuracy reduction is a weird one. there's a path which this player is referring to in Act 7.3.3 where it's got Disorient, and it ain't great. Sometimes it's always a tough one when it comes to this stuff because you just don't know and you just can't trust, and you have to, it's weird because you have to trust in Kabam to get stuff working. That are you in the right, are you in the wrong, and it's just again all about that mind effery. How the way like ability accuracy reduction looks to be, it shouldn't be a case that it kind of interacts on your masteries, or at least certain aspects of certain champions, especially when they're not meant to be reduced by ability accuracy reduction in some ways. This particular fight is a good example of which, I mean, you can see the player's got now 3 Disorient on him, and in that moment coming up there's 4, but on the 3rd I think it is, and we'll try and pause the screen right on that moment, there is no stun to go with the parry. Now that's the thing, like this could be open to many different interpretations on the matter, but the more that you do that, the more complications seem to come in with what is right and what is wrong, and can we trust Kabam in the way that this is delivered. Funnily enough, when I was doing a lot of different types of paths, various different types of bugs would happen where certain things wouldn't pop up, like well, a parry would come up, but the stun aspect to it would not seem to work at all, regardless of it being Disorient or any other type of node. The interesting point of this is right here, as Champion Critic posts, Archangel's ability accuracy cannot be decreased by his opponent's ability. Now that's just the thing, isn't it? Well, what if there's many overriding factors, and the problem is that as another player points out, like if it's a case that the nodes become the enemy opponent's abilities, then you've got all this kind of shmush of stuff, and it's like trying to just play your champion normally, or kind of like how you feel it to be normally, without kind of like having to overread into interactions that you can see and also not see, just becomes again that kind of mind that just becomes a little bit annoying. So I think the point we're trying to get to with this coverage of this story is that expect the unexpected when it comes to this stuff, and please, when you see a bug, post it on the forums, let Kabam know. You know, you might think that it's not a bug. I mean, it's just if you put like, I'm not sure if this is a bug, it just starts that process of going, at least it's on the forums, at least we can start throwing it to Kabam's attention and go, look, get 7.3 in a good state, please. Bugs are annoying, especially in this day and age with the game. Okay, now on to my dude King Groot, who's getting a real annoying SP1 bug. There's also like other champions, I'm not going to say it's just King Groot, there's other champions that are experiencing this, and it's a whiff with the SP1. We're going to see this in a second, and it's just really annoying. So here we go. Like, this is just a fight with Mr. Sinister. It looks like just in some like arena format, so it could be just an arena bug, but if other players are experiencing it in other places, you see the SP1 there, boom. Do you know what? That is hilarious. It's not, well, it's not, it is and it isn't, right? So it's funny because it's just like, it's right at his feet, just like, do you like my big wooden bowl thing on the floor? It's nice, isn't it? And Mr. Sinister's like, dude, when I snap out of this stun, I am literally going to clop you one in the face. And he does just that, just right in the face, just smacks him one. Yeah, this is a really annoying little bug. There's a lot of things like this for various other champions. People are talking about Professor X. They're talking about, again, there's like so many champions that are having this problem, and it's definitely something that needs to be dealt with. Kabam, have a look into it, please. And now for something completely random. Hyperionion. Right, and also we move our stories on to better and bigger things, and that is that we have got some buff champions coming in next month. I am quite excited for this, really am. After watching and actually enjoying, I think I'm probably like one of the very few people that mildly enjoyed the short-lived like Black Bolt type series, but more so for Karnak. I think Karnak was probably the best thing out of that, except for that episode when he fell down some stuff and then was like, he's meant to have all this awareness, and all of a sudden just like fell down. And you're like, dude, you're meant to have like all this self-awareness, but you fell down a big ravine. Like, how do you do that, dude? How do you do that? This is good news, as I said, for me, because I'm sporting a 6-star Karnak. I think there's somebody in our community, I can't remember who it is, I keep on seeing them posting it on Twitter, that they've got a like a 200, close to 200 signature Karnak, and I'm like, okay, well that's kind of like good, excellent news. But yeah, it's good news for me. I'm really excited about it. I would say as well, I kind of think we knew this was going to happen. And like how, I think I called it. I called these two champions as being like they're going to be buffed. The reason being, if you go to your 6-star featured tab, wherever that may be, right about there, and you have a look into some of these champions in here, then it's pretty obvious, because then if there's some like champions there, it's like they're even like telling you Karnak and Nebula. I wouldn't be surprised if the next two December ones would be Wolverine X23 and Daredevil Classic. Just saying. But it just seemed like it was too obvious because this was put in there. And like I said, I'm pretty certain I called this back, what, 2 weeks ago? If you want to get an idea of like who's coming up for buff, like Kabam literally tell you when it comes to these 6-star features, because they always seem to like put them in kind of conjunction with it. So yeah, I mean, it's lasts for 85 days, so was it like a chance of getting like another set of months in? So could there be something else in here? Probably not, unless there's no. So yeah, that's likely what it's going to be, unless they're doing Cyclops Blue Team, or no, that'll probably be it, unless Cyclops Blue Team is going to be one of those champions, and then in the next crystal there's going to be a new one as well. I don't know, I don't want to theorize too much within that one, but yeah, it is what it is, and we thought we knew this was pretty much going to happen. I think I'm pretty excited about this, really. I think Nebula's actually a pretty good champion, better with Proxima Midnight Synergy. She's okay on her own, but I think with the current meta she needs beefing up a bit. And Karnak, damn, that dude needs a full rework and other stuff like added to him. I think he needs a signature ability because his current one is a bit naff. Yeah, it's definitely a bit naff. I mean, who wants to shrug off non-damaging debuffs? I mean, that's great if you plan to be hit by a stun or a armor break or something that's going to reduce down your ability accuracy. But apart from that, it's just like, well, it doesn't really have much. They should adding debuffs as well to that. Then that would be very interesting as well. Maybe something else to that signature ability, because as I said, like, it's a bit kind of like, eh. Now let's turn our attention to the final story of today, and that is arena results and predictions for round 2 for Omega Red and Anti-Venom. Tune back in or have a look later on to MCC True Cost for the full results, but we're going to go over what we know so far. Now here's how the results and the predictions go down. So first of all, the results for round 1. This is based off information I can find. Unfortunately, there's not an extensive amount on certain things with Anti-Venom, but there's enough when it comes to Omega Red to draw some amazing predictions for round 2. Now, how did my predictions go from round 1? Yeah, alright. There were some ones that were right, and we're still waiting for the Anti-Venom 6-star one to kind of find out if that was right with that one. I'm going to go with probably wrong, but we'll see what happens. So Omega Red results. 62 mil was enough for position 93. 20 mil was enough for position 294. 17 mil was enough for position 415. In the Summoner Trials as well, this is an up-to-date one, 4.8 mil, position 271, the 4-star Nexus. Anti-Venom, 180 mil was enough for position 50, that got the 6-star. And then after that, things get a little bit sketchy with information. So shout out to the Discord for providing some info. King Cooper, I know, put up 62 mil and got position 194 with a 5-star. 57 mil, position 279, 5-star Anti-Venom. 56.3 mil, 310, 5-star, and 8 mil was enough for 6 to 10%. Now, when it comes to predictions, this again is tough for Anti-Venom. It's more easy when it comes to Omega Red. And with the Omega Red, I do think that putting in at most 65 mil is going to guarantee you, and that's the thing, there's 7+ positions of error. So yeah, 65 mil for the 6-star, 20 mil for the 5-star. I'm thinking that's pretty much a lock for round 2. Round 2 for Anti-Venom though, difficult because we don't know any more nearly 200 positions of the 5-star, but 53 mil should come in line with that one, so I think shoot for that. 55 mil maybe to push at the most. And the 6-star, again, this is guesswork, 165 mil, but you may have to push up to 170 mil. Do bear in mind we're waiting for an additional 50 plus positions of info. So make sure to tune in back to MCC True Course later on today for the full info from the Reddit Arena Nights. So yeah, that's been the results and predictions. And that indeed has been your show for today. Thank you very much for watching. There may be another video posted as well. And yeah, look out for some live streams later on back into Cavalier difficulty and also Act 7.3. More work on that this week. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you all in the streams. Much love. Bye-bye.